Is it hard to like find new guys to go out with? I feel like everybody kind of,
how do you meet
like the
guys
circle seems very small.
Well, yeah, and everyone's hooked up with everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like I'm
so
like
incestual.
like this
so
spider web.
incestual.
Everyone's connected somehow.
It's disgusting. And I'm like every single
material.
Every single guy I talk to, I'm like, you have hooked up with like 10 people I know. Right. You've dated like 7. I've hooked up with your friends, like whatever. And not that I haven't even hooked up with that many people, but I'm just saying like it's just so like, because I personally, the way that I look at dating is like I would find it really, really hard to date someone that's not in at least the entertainment industry in some capacity. Like they don't necessarily have to be an entertainer, but they just have to kind of get it.
The lifestyle.
Because otherwise it's just like kind of, I feel like people find it weird, or like a lot of guys get like emasculated by like when you have like a better job. I'm not better, but like when you're more popular, especially my age, a lot of people are like in college or grad school and they're getting like entry level jobs and stuff, and so like I already have my career started, so people get like weird about it, and then I don't want them to
guy like sitting in a cubicle at like his first year job is like probably not going to be down with like you being like, oh, I'm flying to like fucking Greece, Mexico, for like this,
literally. And I feel like they just would like they ask me questions where like, oh, so you probably know like so many famous people, right? I'm just like I can't, like if people care about famous people, I can't like ask me like, oh, so you know that, like I just, once you've met a bunch of people or like you're in the world of like people are famous or whatever, the only person I would be starstruck if I met was like Beyonce. And I don't want to meet her because I can't, like some things have to stay
behind the door.
But when people have that
says that all the time.
There's some people we get asked if we want to interview them, and I'm like, no,
because what if they end up sucking, or like what if they're like too real?
That happened with
like,
French Montana. He was terrible, and I'm a French Montana fan. Sorry, we've talked about this a million times, but like there's certain people it's like, this sucks,
and she was like, wow, I'm never gonna be able to listen to his music the same way again. Like that was that.
But I feel like you said, it's kind of just like you're in the world now, everyone acknowledges this is what it is, we all know people, whatever, and so when you meet someone like that who gets it, it works. You can't go on a dating app, right?
Yeah. Like, well, Raya, kind of. I met the last guy I talked to on Raya.
Ben Affleck?
No. He was actually talking to 2 other girls, I think, at the same time. I don't know. One girl that I know and another girl I don't know, but a bunch of my friends followed her. I saw like a DM from her. They both DM me and were saying, I think we were talking to the same guy at the same time. And like, I obviously know who it was. And then he, while we were talking, went to London, didn't tell me, and came back with a girlfriend basically. And he did we were literally talking for like 5 months. There was 1 month where I didn't want to talk to him anymore, and I didn't talk to him for like a month. And then I was going to where he lives and I hit him up, and then we hung out, and then we talked for like another like 2 months. So I think it was like 4 or 5 months total of us talking every single day. We had FaceTime for like hours. We would watch movies together. Like we watched all 3 Back to the Future movies in one sitting on FaceTime. And
on FaceTime?
Yes, because he doesn't.
What kind of guy who is he?
I can't say. I cannot say. But yeah, I was just like, I really liked him, and I thought like, oh my God, he's finally going to be like the nice guy that I like. He is totally gonna be the nice guy. Like he's so sweet. He literally, like when I left his place, he like sent me a photo of him like laying on the pillow that I slept on, and was like, this pillow smells like you, like I can't stop smelling it, like I saved your like stuff you left here. And like he like gave me like this crew neck that has like 101 Dalmatians on it, because he bought it and it was too small for him. He was like, you can have it, like here you go, like I want you. And I was just like, okay,
almost
like
too nice.
I was like, this man is obsessed with me. He was like, yeah, like you know I'm in deep when I blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, he like literally loves me. So I thought I was like, I have nothing to worry about. He would never talk to anyone else. And I was like, how would he even have the time? Like we are texting, FaceTiming all day long every day. Then for a couple days he was being a little weird, and I was like, hey, like what's up? He was like, oh, I'm in London, sorry, like the time difference is weird. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like 2 days later he was supposed to come to LA like that next week, and so I texted him. I was like, hey, like is something up, like you've been weird? And he was like, oh, I can only no, it's even worse. He was like, so first of all he waited for me to say something to him. He goes, I'm just not in a place right now where I can be anything more than friends, but when I come to LA next week I still want to hang out and be friends, and like hang out with me and all of my friends because we've all like, I basically adopted him into my friend group and given him all my friends' numbers, and like they were all talking, and him and my friend Stoss bought tall best friend, short best friend shirts that they were gonna wear and go and like pretend. I don't know.
Oh my
he
God.
was really in it.
Yeah, we had these plans. We had all these plans, and then I found out on like Daily Mail Snapchat that he was like dating someone.
Oh my God.
Not the Daily Mail
Not the
Snapchat.
first of all, the Daily Mail Snapchat is not a place where you want to be.
I know.
No.
Well, I just like was like going, like looking at my and it was like
there it is.
it's dating, and I was like,
And do you know, is the girl he's dating like a known person?
yeah.
Damn.
But I don't know her at all or anything.
Yeah.
Well, at least you don't know the girl. That would be unfortunate.
But I know one of the girls that he was apparently also talking to at the same time as me.
How does this guy? This is what
where
I
do
don't
these
get.
guys
have the time?
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know where
I
the
don't have that much time in my day.
When guys have like multiple wives
And to
or
be
they
like
have two separate
dedicated to the
families.
conversations every single time. Like it's not like he was just like like hardly texting me. Like
Does
we
he
were
have a job?
texting. Yes, he has a job. I'm like, he must just like work, text, FaceTime. Like.
Oh,
That's insane.
So it's tough out here.
That is insane.
I'm glad we don't have to.
It's crazy because every time I talk to a guy and I'm convinced that they're gonna be the nice guy, they end up being like way worse than all of the. Because at least if I'm going in talking to a guy that I know is gonna be an asshole, if they're nice to me, like surprise, oh that's so sweet. And if they're not, I'm like, well, I knew it. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I know what I'm getting myself into. I'm gonna write a song about it. But this guy, I was like, oh, like he likes me.
Yeah.
Nope.
So,
but then did you get a song out of it?
I got it. I like kind of. Right after this happened, like literally the night that he texted me, I was like, oh, I can't, well, whatever. Before I found out he was literally had a girlfriend, I went and just hooked up with my ex, and I started hooking up with him again for like a month.
Yeah.
So then I didn't have time to like recover from that. And then as soon as I stopped using that as my distraction, I was like, wait, I'm like sad about it. And then I didn't even realize I was sad until like a couple days ago. And then I was like, wait, I'm actually really sad about this guy.
So it's work in progress. It's coming. It could still
so
be
I
in the
might be
works.
writing some songs. I wrote a song about me liking him, which is like, ew.
Yeah.
But it's nice to switch it up once in a while. She's like, not really.
No, she's like, I have no,
Not when
that song's never here to light
When it turns out that he isn't what I thought he was, it's like now I'm just going to be depressed every time I listen to the song.
Exactly.
Well, the song isn't necessarily like nice.
Okay, well.
It's just like, I don't know. It's complicated.
Do you want to be in a relationship, or are you kind of just...
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Not
I'm
now.
too young. I'm 21. If I met the person that I was going to be with for however, whatever, I don't know if I believe in marriage, but if I met someone that I was like, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life right now, no, I wouldn't do it. I would run away. I'd be like, hit me up in 5 years because I'm young. I want to have my hot girl summers. I want to be able to do whatever I want and feel free and not feel trapped. Like every time I'm in a relationship, I feel like the world is like the sky is falling in on me and I'm like literally dying. So I'm not ready for that yet. But somehow I still get really mad when guys don't want to be in a relationship with me. I'm like, how dare you not want to date me? Like, I don't want to date you, but like, why are you talking to other girls?
But that's a good reminder because you'll have that little moment, but then at the end of the day, you're like, you look in the mirror, you're like, wait, I don't even want a fucking boyfriend, so whatever.
Exactly. And that's how I don't let myself get sad. Like people are always like, oh, you write songs about how you're so sad that like guys are talking to other girls and like they cheated on you and whatever. And I'm like, well, I write about it so that I cannot be upset. Like I just write about it and it exists on a piece of paper or in a song and there it is and it sits there and I'll be sad for an hour and then I go out and I live my life.